War is undoubtedly a part of the Russian story. From its early inceptions, from its growth, it has always been a fundamental cornerstone of defining what makes Russia Russia. From the early days to today, there is a saying, I should say, that Russia has only two allies, and that's its navy and its army. So guys, as you can see behind me, there is a training field set up here that allows you to use weapons the Russians use. So this is to teach the people what it would be like on a war zone, what the soldiers have to face, the intensity of gunfire and the noise itself. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So guys, as we're going through, it's really cool. So there's actually a full display of what war zone, I guess a little bit of taste, small taste, would look like. Right behind me is they've set up a no man's land with artillery craters and all. So let me show you guys what it looks like with the craters and the feel of it, and what kind of defenses soldiers would have to basically navigate themselves in order to get to the next position. As you can see, this attraction is really popular. I think it's actually really good to help civilians understand, well, one, how loud gunfire actually is. It's not like the movies where you can just, you know, unload a full magazine and you're in a room and nothing's gonna happen. You're not wearing earmuffs, like it's gonna hurt. So yeah, little things like that, I think it's important, and it's good because a lot of the Russian population understand these things. Like it's a part of reality. So it's understanding what war is, it's how it works, the things involved in it. So let's check it out. So as you can see, it's very much focused on a World War II battlefield scene, not so much current, but yeah, still quite relevant. So if you can see, you have different artillery pieces lined up. This like standing here, as much as I am a history buff, you know, when you actually see and feel what this thing looks like, it is not easy to navigate. I mean, under gunfire, smoke, tough conditions. Like this is, like when they say war is hell, this is very accurate, and this is not even that difficult. You know what I mean? So this is a Sovietsky Sredny tank. So this is a Soviet medium tank, the T-34 to 76 variant. So it's actually massive. Like if you take a look at this thing, it is huge. Like this thing is massive. Like this thing rolling down Kursk would have been a sight to behold. Like this is a scary machine of war. So this is a 37mm artillery piece. They're actually huge. I actually didn't realize the 37mm were that big. Like, seem a lot smaller in the photos, but when you're up close to them, they're actually really big. So really cool to notice. You can see the amount of people too. How cool is that? Like so many people are interested in this and learning about history and seeing seeing all these really life-changing things, especially for Russia. As you can see, there's a downed German fighter plane from World War II, from the amazing, well, they were calling it one of the best air forces of its time, and I think a lot of experts did agree. The German engineering was always a a cornerstone of German culture. You got to give it to them. They knew how to make machines of war, and I think what's interesting is even today there's actually a couple of comparisons to German trucks and Russian trucks. The Russian method is built for practicality and effectiveness, where I think the Germans, according to that particular comparison, it was built on precision. So very two different worlds of operating. There's a big debate of which one's better. Look, I think that, there's that old story about when the cosmonauts went to space versus the Americans, and the Americans spent a couple of million trying to make a pen that works in space, where the Russians just use a pencil. It's a culture thing, it's an identity thing. You have to understand the Russian mindset is designed around practicality, effectiveness, and the fastest point between two lines, and for it to be sustainable and effective. That is the way the machines are made, that is the way the culture operates, and that is the way Russia in itself operates. So yeah, guys, if you talk to Russians, you'll notice there's that element of them here. And as you can see behind me, guys, practicality at its best. Show the people, let them feel it, let them experience it, let them understand it, so that they can then ultimately respect it. Alright, so guys, I'm going through a trench under bridge. This is how much room you have to move. As you can see, the floor's right here. I'm on my knees, and it's really hard to actually move around. So imagine having to run through this. It's really difficult. Alright, let me show you the front. So guys, if you can see behind me, right here is the World War II artillery piece. It's you probably would have seen videos in the old documentaries of this particular thing firing those rockets. So this right here is what it looks like in person. So once again, pretty simple design. You have a truck chassis, and what they've done is attach the rockets to it. It elevates, shoots. Simple. It works, and effective, and cheap. So right behind me, guys, is a very important monument. It's called the Monument to the Mothers of the Winners. It's a bittersweet monument. It's a woman crying, as you can see, and inside there's light, fire that is lit for all the mothers and the soldiers that mothers have lost for defending this country. So it's a very emotional place for a lot of women, because especially now, but it's the greatest sacrifice I think a mother can make, and yeah, it's a very powerful place. Alright guys, so we have entered the main museum here at Victory Park, and good news is the entry is free, so you can come in and check it out. Смотрите здесь. Wow. Okay guys, so we're in a room where it is showing the feeling of what it would be like to be bombed. So the floor, as you can see behind me, rubble. And around is bombs, you can see planes dropping them. It's when the Germans were bombing a city. Surreal. It makes you remember why it's so important to remember your history. what's really cool is you can actually look up your family's surname here and find out their war history. So that's what a lot of people are doing here. You'll see photos of heroes of the war. As you can see, people are looking up their family members, and it's going to pop up on screen if you can find your last name. So this is the different artillery shell sizes that they would have used. So you can see as they're absolutely massive. My wife is looking up our history here. What it looks like in a shooter's nest, as you can see. Defending a position. It's really interesting. This is made up of all the different photos of people. You can see really close. Oh wow, the train networks that carried the firearms, the ammunition. Basically, this was the backbone of World War II right here. Dealing out of rifles, grenades. So really cool walk down history with great visuals, great music. My kids loved it, so it was really entertaining for them. So if you guys are ever going to Victory Park, make sure you check it out. There's a lot to see. It's really worth your time. So let's go into the next tent now. So yeah, this is the Moscow metro during the times of bombing. Tanks for Red Square. Oh, we saw one of these outside. Ładnie. Anti-air. This wing is dedicated more to aviation, so you can see the inside of a destroyed bomber.
Небольшой сверток, перевязанный бечевкой, лежит на земле. Разрываю бумажную оболочку. детские ножки в шерстяных носочках.
This is giving you an idea of what it would be like during winter, especially during war, how hard it is. They're reading stories of people writing letters, so it's pretty sad stuff, pretty serious stuff. So this is the hall that my son was so excited to see, where all the guns are. So let's go show you guys. Snipers, rifles, automatics. So as you can see, it gradually shows you every step from land, sea, air to different terrains. So really cool. The scale of these bombs are insane. This is World War II bombs, so imagine what is being dropped now. Imagine the artillery, imagine the precision they use now. Like, it is, war is hell, as I said before. So this particular tent my wife is very interested in, as she's a nurse by trade. So this is the Medikit tent, or palatka as we say it in Russian. And yeah, it's really interesting to see how they had to save people and what tools they used, and yeah, the stories that they have.
Ампутацию, в общем-то, сделала мина. Не зря говорили, что войну выиграли раненые. Примерно 70% раненых возвращались в строй.
This is really cool. A Soviet sniper. You would probably have seen the movie Enemy at the Gates, famous Russian sniper at the Battle of Stalingrad. As I mentioned about the famous Russian sniper Vasily Zaitsev. Look at this. That's him right there, Vasily Zaitsev. That's his famous rifle.
Они напрягают последние силы. Выдержать их удар сейчас, в ближайшие несколько месяцев, это значит обеспечить за нами победу.
Mountain fire points. You can see the progress of battle throughout the different times, how much they push back and where they push back.
Страшно.
stories they
Мы еще
tell.
учились, а партизанские отряды уже остро нуждались в радистах. Их было еще очень мало. Мы начинали с изучения радиостанций. Там же в спецшколе освоили кодирование. Если бы немецкий разведчик взял мою радиограмму, он бы увидел латинский шрифт, но не смог бы разобраться в сообщении. На свое первое задание я вылетела в Брянский лес.
So it's really cool. This particular set, they're talking about the partisans that fought the Nazis. So these women were fighting in the forest and using radio comms to help push back, deliver information and tactics. I've always loved these. These are at the times World War II posters against the war. Or against the fascists, I should say, and to join the Red Army. So you guys, this depicts like a Soviet soldier and his family leaving destroyed houses and villages that got burnt down by the Nazis. So if you guys ever want to understand why Russians despise Nazis, 27 million lives were lost during World War II. That's 1 in 7 families were affected. So it's a lot of people that lost a lot of people. And it forever is ingrained in every single Russian, every single person from that time is connected. So yeah, very, very powerful stuff, guys. Very powerful stuff. Oh, there's another tank. Well guys, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's interesting. Everyone who walks through here has almost an interesting experience. Everyone goes a little bit more quiet and silent at the end. Some of the stories are really touching. Really interesting to hear how just the personal lives of the war were affected. So hope you enjoyed them. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, guys, you know what to do. Leave a like and a subscribe, and I hope to hear your comments down below. And if you ever do come to Victory Park, let me know your thoughts, and thank you guys for tuning in.